All of the nominees for being here. Congratulations to each of you. It's great to see you. Mr. Cicada, let me just start with you if I could. Let's start with the Second Amendment. Missouri, I think that we've got to be the strongest protector of the Second Amendment anywhere in the country. We're a constitutional carry state. We have no state level permit requirements for concealed carry. Our Constitution, our state Constitution, inscribes the right to keep and bear arms and designates it unalienable in our state Constitution. It subjects any restriction on that right under our state Constitution to strict scrutiny. So we're very, very serious about it, and the state has repeatedly signaled, and we're talking now about voters who have adopted this. This isn't just the state legislature. These are our voters who have put this into our state Constitution. We've repeatedly said we don't want the federal government encroaching on our right to keep and bear arms in the state of Missouri. The last administration, however, did this repeatedly. Back in 2022, the Biden DOJ actually asked local sheriffs across Missouri for records of concealed carry permit holders, which state law explicitly forbids the sheriffs to turn over. So you can imagine the conflict there. I mean, here you've got DOJ saying, give us your records. And they're saying, well, the state law forbids it, criminalizes it. You're asking me to turn over something that's illegal under state law. And the bigger question is, why do you need records, lists of concealed permit holders in the state of Missouri? Why would the federal government need to have this? They asked for it from multiple counties. They also, as you know, pursued the zero tolerance revocation policy, the expanded framer receiver rule, all things that Missouri and Missourians have viewed as massive overreach onto our Second Amendment rights. Here's my question for you. Can you commit that under your leadership, ATF will go in a different direction than the last administration, that you'll focus your law enforcement resources on criminals, as opposed to law-abiding citizens who have rights under both the federal and state constitutions? What's your answer?
Good morning, Senator. Thank you for your question. I can assure you with absolute certainty that ATF, first of all, under my watch as the deputy director since April of last year, has 1,000% been focused on holding people accountable who have committed violent crimes. We're not here trying to burden unnecessarily the American citizen who has the complete right to exercise their Second Amendment right to bear arms, and we will not be doing that in the future if I am so confirmed.
You've got 20 years of experience over that, I think, at the ATF, and then a lot of experience in anti-gang enforcement with NYPD. Just give us a sense of how you'll bring that experience to bear to ensure that the operational resources, should you be confirmed, the operational resources of the agency will be prioritized towards dismantling violent criminal networks, illegal firearm trafficking networks, and the like. How are you going to ensure that this is the priority, not querying the lists of permit holders in my state, for example?
Yes, sir. So first off, unlike some prior ATF directors, I will still be a sworn law enforcement officer if I am confirmed. I've done this job from the ground level police officer, learning to be an investigator, a task force officer with ATF. I have 34 years of experience of not telling people to go out and make cases. I made the cases myself. So I know what it takes. I know that we can't do it alone because we're a small agency. I've worked with practically every ATF agent that's actually out here making cases. We all know each other. And here at ATF, we respect federal law enforcement officers that do the job, not talk about doing the job. Those of us that have done the job, we know to stay focused on violent criminals, and that's what you pay us for, and we will continue to do that.
Terrific. Thank you. I look forward to working with you. Let's talk a little bit about nationwide injunctions here with the judicial nominees. By the way, congratulations to all the judicial nominees. This is going very well for you because there's nobody in the room on the dais. So that's when you know, like, you're doing great. You're doing great. Let's just talk a little bit about what you understand the scope of your equitable power to be when it comes to granting injunctive relief to non-parties who are in front of you. This is something that we've seen happen repeatedly over the years. We've seen Republican-appointed judges do it. We've seen Democrat-appointed judges do it. Give me your understanding of what it is, what kind of equitable injunctive relief you can grant to a non-party should you be confirmed. Let's just go down the dais, and we'll start with you, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Senator. The governing case on this is the Supreme Court's recent case in CASA, which made clear that district court's power is limited to providing full relief to the parties before it. So there's no ability to simply provide relief to parties that are not before the court simply because that is the policy view of the judge or something. It needs to be limited to the parties and full relief.
Good, very good. Ms. St. John.
I concur with Mr. Davis's response.
Okay. Mr. Shepard?
Senator, I concur with my colleagues.
Mr. Wolf?
Senator, under Trump v. CASA, district judges lack authority to provide for relief for parties not before them when they're using equitable power.
Good. Okay. So I'm glad we're clear on it. It sounds like everybody agrees that you cannot bind. As a district court judge, it would be your understanding that you're not able to use your equitable powers, which injunctive relief, of course, is inherently equitable. You're not able to use those powers to bind non-parties who are before you. Is that, we all agree on that? Yes, Mr. Davis?
Yes, Senator.
Ms.
Yes,
St. John?
Senator.
Yes, Mr. Shepard?
Yes, Senator.
And Mr. Wolf?
Yes, Senator.
Okay, I've got some other questions that I will give for you, give to you for the record. I just want to say in closing, with regard to you in particular, Mr. Davis, and I'm sorry that Senator Cruz is not here. You served with Senator Cruz for a number of years, and it's a little bit like that episode of The Simpsons, I think, where Lisa's in a science project, and it's like a great project, and the judges look at it and like, yeah, very impressive, and then they go and meet Homer, and they come back to Lisa and they say, having met your father, we're awarding you bonus points. Having served with your former boss, I'm awarding you bonus points. Mr. Davis, you're going to be tremendous. You're all going to be tremendous. Congratulations.
Senator Blumenthal.
Thank you.